Warning, the following program may contain strong language, as well as adult or controversial themes. Viewer discretion is advised.
Hello and welcome to another Around the Grid Biweekly. I am your host, Zack Haiku, and with me I have, as always, the magnificent Katheryn Llewellyn. Hi, Katheryn.
Hello.
Okay, and we hear you really great this time. So let's see how it goes. But how about we just jump right into the news? There's not a lot on the news this time. What we have is a couple of things. First of all, HOMESTEADS for Premium Plus. I don't know if you've heard. Premium Plus members are now eligible to purchase one homestead without needing to have a full SIM. So they don't require then a full private island region. Premium Plus members who wish to take advantage of this new benefit will need to maintain their Premium Plus account, of course, for the duration of the ownership of the homestead region on their account. Because of a downgrade, they will have to transfer that homestead to another resident eligible for owning homestead regions. Now, we also checked with Inara Pay, because she's been doing a whole thing on this. And if you're not already a Premium or Premium Plus member, looking at this, a Premium Plus only because of the homestead maybe is not the worthwhile proposition, because you add not only to the monthly fee, which is $20.75 US minimum, you had the homestead region tier, which is $109. So it may come up around the same thing as renting from a private rental estate. So it's an option, but pay attention to what you want to do and maybe select the better option for yourselves.
Mm. Makes sense.
Yeah. Now, in more news, Linda Lab has updated the terms and conditions. These are mostly terms for payments, just to indicate because of probably because of the purchases around Zelia and all of that. So they clarified certain functions associated with the Lindex, as well as the terms applicable to orders placed on the Lindex, and a section describing the terms applicable to your use of stored valued accounts, including your relationship with Telia LLC. Nothing very new, nothing that big. This is what we have on this front this time. Now, there's a couple of things I don't have listed here because they were given to me a little bit later. But first and foremost, there's a new body going around. Have you seen this, Katheryn?
The peach, yes,
The peach
I heard about
body.
it.
Yes, we're going to leave you a link in the description for the peach body, for information on the peach body, at least a YouTube link. It's a free version. There is a free version, I mean, but it's not as modifiable as the main one. And apparently, even though it is a very curvy body, a la Initium Cupra, it is modifiable to an extent that you can very well get it to material levels, which is quite a bit. On another note, and we'll also leave a link, there is an event going on today and tomorrow. It's called Spark Project. It's a new festival going today and tomorrow at Spark Project. 2 days, over 20 DJs in there, a venue inspired by the tales of old. This time it's called the Deep Woods, this two-day event. It's going to come every once a quarter. So this is Spark Project. It's a new festival built on a curated idea celebrating music, art, and fashion. This was all things given to us by Zella. Because she just knows all of it. So these are just some of the things brought to us from Zella, and I want to thank Zella very, very much for these. She just provides a lot of help on this front. Now moving on to sports. Moving on to the world of sports, we have golf. The SLPGA STEELHEAD Championship is a 4-round tournament that started on November 4th, ends on November 13th. It's ongoing, and we will leave you a link to location. So as you can see, 72-hole stroke play. That just sounds wrong, but that's because my mind is just like that, of course. 1 card per round, 2 cards in round 4 to improve your worst round. And any questions, you can contact Lexi Amore. It is going on now, and it's still open. But I have something for you, Katheryn. From the FVA, and of course, I had to screw up on the colors. GP1, Jesus Crisp won at STRAKKA. So the STRAKKA race was won by Jesus Crisp. I mean, I heard he is one of your favorites, at least for his name.
Jesus Crisp.
You know,
Yep.
During Oktoberfests, while I was DJing at Oishi, Jesus Crisp actually showed up. He was at my set, and I was like, "Wait, Jesus Crisp was here?" Because I didn't notice it. I was very surprised as well, but yes, because apparently Dolly knows a couple of the racers for the FVA, so they popped over. And honestly, it is a fantastic name. It is a fantastic name, Jesus.
It is. I keep wanting to hand him potato chips, though. If I ever meet him, I have a feeling I'll hand him a can of Pringles or something. I just, it's just something that I know it's going to happen.
That'd be funny. Now, also on sports, we have the Second Life Cycling Federation Rebel Riders Halloween Criterium. Took place with 21 cyclists, 2 elimination races on October 29th. And we have not only the results, but a bunch of pictures on the background, which will make the results harder to read, but are awesome, and we'd like to have them anyway. If you want the results, you can reach out to either me or you can, of course, reach out to Bill Jobs, because he has all of the information. 21 cyclists. It's getting more and more every time. It looks. It's great seeing a sport like this growing. It's always great. So now on the final, Nikutsi resident once more, beating everyone and getting on top. Congratulations to the Romanian. And that was it for the world of sports. And we can go over to entertainment, where I will keep speaking to get over the fanfare, even though it's not the one thing that is being annoying us lately. Now on entertainment, I believe, Katheryn, you got something for us. Am I right? So let's have a look.
Live your life within the moment, and don't go wait until the morning. You never know when it is over. All that I know is we'll get older. So let us dance this night away.
Any screen on that, you just could have posted.
The green screen ended up blocking one of the things there, so I will have to post it anyway. um, unfortunately. But I do have something here, also on entertainment. As usual, Drama Libre presents KRATHONG. I have no idea. It's with DJ IRONMAN ZEPLIN. What is KRATHONG? KRATHONG,
It
Katheryn, do you
is
know?
it is a water festival that happens every year, and it is supposed to be really beautiful. You get on sailboats and you do lovely those lovely flying lamps and things in the sky,
Oh,
and it's just a, I guess it acknowledges the fall and fall or floral time period in the, I'm not sure what it's dedicated to. I just know that it's an exciting festival that celebrates a time of year. So
okay. Looking forward to that one. It's impressive how so many cultures have festivals that are so similar on that front.
mhm.
So, KRATHONG at Drama Libre today at 8. Adventures SL
Yes,
at 8. Don't forget,
yeah,
you go to Adventures SL, you subscribe, you hit the bell button, and you know all of this.
you know all of it. And not only that, but I'm posting that Instagram video on the Eclipse page as well as my YouTube channel. So if you want places to go, just check out the live stream, check out the Eclipse document. There is, I don't know if any of you know about this, but the Second Life Veterans Tribute is up, and they have a Marine Ball on the 10th. But
Oh,
they will be
yeah.
having, yeah, Eclipse Club and Resort does a couple of shows there. So, check it out. It's a beautiful memorial, and it didn't just limit itself to American soldiers. It's international. So,
Yes. Yes.
take a
It's
minute and enjoy. They have a lot of events there, a lot of different DJs that are giving their time. It's a very nice annual thing in honor of our veterans, of any veterans of previous wars.
yes. Thank you, Katheryn. That is actually a must see. And I hear we're going to have something new soon also on your channel. So I'm looking forward to see what we get there.
Well, believe it or not, I'm partnering with, of course, you around the grid weekly, bi-weekly, Eclipse Club and Resort. And Eclipse Club and Resort is actually creating a new wing of its efforts called Eclipse Television and Media. And one of the cool things about that is they're going to help me produce the one and only Second Life SL dating game. I have a production team in place. I have co-hosts, and because Eclipse is a successful endeavor that has been around for over 2 years, I have a bunch of wonderful people who are working with me to create this show. And I'm so excited about it. And I will be literally in the next couple of days, you will be seeing the announcement for Eclipse Television and Media. And then you will also be hearing about the Second Life dating game.
All right. Looking forward to that one.
So we're going to open up applications really soon. So get in on it while the ground is hot.
Yes, and keep your eyes peeled for the Second Life dating game. Okay, that was it for the news. And as usual, there's quite a bit more. But first, this time, my wallet actually took a little bit of a hit. I usually make the joke that my wallet gets hit by the events. This time, I decided I'm going to take a couple of my friends. We're going to go and check, and we're actually going to get a few of these things so we can showcase them. So let's see what my wallet suffered. First of all, I have here the so we have 4 events. First of all, let's check Planet 29 from October 29th to November 22nd. We have quite a few things. So first of all, the Oni frames. This was a choice by Shiloh from Hambai. We checked all of the art is done by the creator, and these are just amazing. And one of the things we really liked was this one, even though it's only on the fat pack, so Shiloh didn't get to have that one. It was a little bit too much, but it is amazing, the 3D effect on that piece of art. So it's going to roll again. She did get this one, which is also amazing. She put it on her wall. As you can see, this is just fantastic. That is Humbai, only frames, for 199 linen per frame, or 9.99 for the fat pack. Of course, the 3D one only comes in the fat pack. Then we had, for Nina, Le Sucrerie de Fairy, we have the Hope costume, which is a lovely, lovely pumpkin pie with a little turkey. And you can see here Nina rocking the outfit. I just thought this one was adorable and very creative. This is $290 for each outfit, and $12.90 if I'm not mistaken. $12.90 for the fat pack. You were saying, Katheryn? Sorry.
No, I wasn't. I thought it's cute. I like it. It's very fall-like.
It is, and I mean, it's perfect for any Thanksgiving party. So you can be the belle of the ball. Unfortunately, it does not come with shoes, but you can find some shoes that match and wear them.
I love the "Save me, eat a pumpkin."
Exactly. And finally, Dolly picked the Sakura Piggy Nails. This is because he has an outfit which this fits perfectly. So here are the Sakura Piggy Nails shown by Dolly. It comes with a HUD with a ton of options. It's $229 or $9.99 for the fat pack. This HUD is available on the $229 already. So many options on it. It's amazing. And she didn't wear the outfit that she has for that, but she has a little, during Halloween there was one event that was doing a little piggy snout, and a little Japanese piggy outfit. And so she got that one, which the nails just fit perfectly then on it. So this and much more, Planet 29, from October 29th to November 22nd. Oh, look, we have company. Go away. Go away, you're on the camera shot. Now, we have a couple of new ones here. First of all...
Oh, I see you're freezing. There. Okay.
Am I freezing? Okay.
You were frozen for a second.
Okay, yeah. First of all, we have Kinky event. It's an event we don't usually go for because a lot of the stuff is, or most of the stuff is adult. But there were a few things here that the girls really wanted to check. So this is from October 28th to November 22nd. And first, we have for Dolly, Candy Kitten, the Pussycat outfit for $270 or a whopping $2,200 linden for the fat pack. Now, this comes with a top and jeans with plenty of options. A little bit too low, but hey, that is what we get from Candy Kitten. And it gives you a very cute look. Also with options for lace and buttons on the lower tiers, but more options for the tops and the trousers. Second, we have a choice from Shiloh, from Milota. We have the Uliana dress. This is a cute dress as well, as you can see here. This goes for $299 or $839 for the fat pack. And finally, last but not the least, we have Nina picking up from Roar the Orion belly chains for $349. And you can see them here. They are very nice looking belly chains, and they have also plenty of options on the HUD, where you can show and hide several of the chains and choose the metals, the gems, etc. This and much more at Kinky. Don't forget, Kinky event is an adult event. A lot of the stuff there is adult. This is from October 28th to November 22nd. Then we have N21. N21, which has a new logo apparently, or at least I haven't used this one before. October 21st to November 12th. And what do we have? Firsts for Shiloh from Applefall, the Celestial Armoire, for 135 or 185 linden, depending on which one you want. We got her both, and they look very, very cute. A very good choice for decoration. It's an armoire and a dresser. Very vintage look, and great stuff from Applefall as usual.
Mm-hmm.
Now, second, we have Nina's choice on merch, the P Angels track set, because for some reason she wanted to just pull a Slav squat. This is available on N21 for 300 linden or $12.99 for the fat pack. Very form-fitting and with providing you with a great look. And last but not the least, this was a choice from Dolly, but also Shiloh. Rosalind has the timber boots. These great looking boots. Look at that. Those are just awesome. $249 or $9.99 for the fat pack. This and much more at N21, October 21st to November 12th. Last but not the least, we have Harajuku from October 20th to November 10th. And at Harajuku, what do we have? First, a choice from Dolly for Oishi, clearly, from Mamare, the sweet chestnut stall and baked sweet potato. These, of course, give you an item for you to carry around and eat for $2.99 or $4.99 for the stall. And they are right now already at Oishi as well, because she just loves to have food that people can click and pick up. Every single thing on that sim, if it's food, you can click it and pick it, and there is a lot of stalls in that sim. Now, this one was also for Dolly. Shiloh had left the building at the point, but she also picked this one. RNK has a lovely skirt and top, the off-shoulder knit plaid for $248 or $960 for the fat pack. Yes, $960 for the fat pack. These are very cute. Even if they're long skirts and all of that, so when moving sometimes the rigging may be a little bit off, but they are very cute outfits. And now, last but not the least, to complete her all Slav look apparently, or basic B look, Nina had to pick from Cinchi the girl combo party for $3.99. Comes with a vape and a bottle of vodka. So this and much more at Harajuku from October 20th to November 10th. Those were quite a few things. But I know they're not the only ones who got some stuff, because I'm pretty sure you have for a Cat's Corner for us, don't you, Katheryn?
I do.
That's right. And so we're going to go and look over here and roll the tape.
No stress, though they're waiting. I keep them waiting. Makeup on fleek, high heels, ripped jeans. they're all waiting. I'm on my way, yeah. Looking in the mirror at myself like who that? Swag on 1,000 and my girls got my back.
That was short and sweet. Thank you, Katheryn.
I'm thinking, ready, set, get the money.
Get there and get it. Get it all. Now, surprisingly, this week, we have an outfit, as usual, from our very own Ariel. She also kept it relatively short. So I'm going to showcase it here, and you guys can all see it. All right, and that was Ariel picking a look from Angel, one of her friends, to showcase to us. So yeah, nice and sweet and short. Now there is one thing I wanted to bring up, and that is a finally. We don't have many of these. We don't get many of these, but we've discussed this before. It's the link set data, LSD. So the new feature for Second Life. There is an entire article on this, and we'll leave you a link for that. But basically, according to the article, this is already being released. It's going to be available grid-wide after the deployments on Tuesday, November 8th, so next week. Until the capability is grid-wide, it's important to note that it will only work on the RC regions where it has been deployed. Well, it's going to be grid-wide next week, so that's okay. If an object containing link set data is moved from a region that supports it to one that does not, the link set data will be lost, which should not be a problem starting next week or after next week's deployment. So with this deployment, there are things, because we've been using a series of hacks in order to be able to deal with several larger amounts of data when it comes to scripts, considering the length of data on an object description is limited to only 127 bytes or characters. We had to go and do a lot of hacks. In this case, because this gives us 64K kilobytes of data to be able to be used on the object, we have a few things. So how will this change Second Life? We won't need little memory bank scripts or note cards to store large amounts of unchanging data. This can now be on the object itself. So this is something that will be great for things like vehicle scripts, a lot of Animesh now with capabilities to respond, so creating non-player characters, so NPCs and all that. This is going to be very useful for all of that stuff. And it will be a lot faster. Now, I'm also hoping to see improvements in other types, in other areas of scripts, where some of the scripts can be very heavy and take a long time. And we will see big improvements on that. Now, I will leave a link to the article, and you can go through and read the article. It's an article from Neo Bokerk at the In Our Pay blog at Modern World. So I suggest you go and have a look. It's great information. It explains it a lot better than I ever could. But I am glad that this is a thing now. That link set data is finally coming in, and we can finally use it. So yes, that is what I wanted to say on that front. On other news, we have a relic this time. Nina went to quite an old spot. It is called the Ivory Tower of Prims. It's a sort of a museum. It's built entirely of prims, but it makes use of prims in great ways, and you can see on the video. So let's have a look.
The original Ivory Tower of Primitives was located in Noyo, but a branch was opened in 2004 in Natoma. Built by Lumiere Noir, the Ivory Tower of Primitives is a tribute to what can be built in Second Life. Incredible and obsessive attention to detail make this a build to see. A self-guided, self-paced, comprehensive building tutorial. As of June 17, 2006, the Noyo branch of the Ivory Tower of Primitives ceased to exist. The new Natoma branch building is the current, existing Ivory Tower Library of Primitives.
There was the Ivory Tower of Primitives. Honestly, amazing work. For what they have to work with, that is really amazing work. Now we're getting close to the end. I wanted to point out just one thing before we go run our grid trip. I have been looking into changing our SL art segment into a little bit of a different thing. From next episode onwards, instead of showcasing only one artist, we're going to be picking a set of best pictures for the week or couple of weeks and showcasing those, because that way we can show more artists and more and different types of work, I think.
Cool.
But also, because Nina just goes around, and she's been doing a lot lately. Have you? She's just been she's been going around and doing videos, and she also went for a little trip as usual. But this wasn't a big place, but I'm glad she showed this one. It is the Museum of Computing History.
Oh.
Which I believe it's right next to the LGBT Museum as well.
The Museum of Computing History. The Museum of Computing History in Dalton, across from the historic Linden Village, is a creative and educational space to learn about the history of computing. The museum aims to be a creative and educational space to learn about the history of computing. They currently have a number of exhibits, including pre-PC early computers, computers and telecommunications, and personal computing. Come on down to Dalton and have a look at the wonderful world of the Museum of Computing History.
See you now.
I mean, who's not an Antonio Banderas kind of girl? So that was the Museum of Computing History. So many things. They have an entire server section on the basement. And yes, so a section with pre-computing, pre-PC items, including, for example, a replica of the Enigma machine.
Ooh.
So yeah, really a lot of and an abacus, because when you talk about computers, there's always someone who picks up and goes, "Oh yeah, but the abacus, it's a bunch of balls on a on the bar. What are you talking about? It's not a computer."
Doesn't it always start with the balls? No, I'm sorry.
Yeah. No, but it helps calculating. Yeah, so do my fingers. My fingers are not a computer, and I can still count out of them.
Oh God, that just takes me back to that song from AC/DC.
It's a lovely little spot, right next to Linden Village, which I still am not entirely sure where it is, because I gotta investigate on that one. But I stopped by and I looked around with my camera. I did see an entire segment across the water, which is tutorials. So that may have been the precursor to the whole tutorial island, of course. I'll have to look around and investigate for some more relics, probably. So that was what we have for this time. Unless you have something else, Katheryn?
Nope, not this time. I'm good.
Well, this is what we have for this time. Nice and sweet, nice and short, or shorter than usual. And we hope to see you next time. As usual, I've been Zach, and thank you for being with us once more, Katheryn. And I'm looking forward for that announcement in a couple of days.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot happening. The grid is a busy place.
Yes. Speaking of a lot happening, releasing during next week will also be a new Machinimania, which, thanks to Katheryn, finally is moving forward, where we will be interviewing the one and only Tiara Ashley. So I am really looking forward to that one. And I'm looking forward to show you how our interview goes. Again, thank you, Katheryn. And thank you, everyone. And have a great time. We'll see you next time.